Mahaba. Hello, everybody. Greetings, greetings. If anybody's gonna sign on, because everything is critiqued. So, but hope everybody's doing well. Whatever time I meet you, I greet you. I hope you're well. Morning, afternoon, or evening. Well, let it all be well for everyone. Um, so, like I wrote in my description, if you hire someone to do a job that their advertisement or their when they present themselves or according to what their reviews are, they're supposed to be capable and they're supposed to be doing capable of doing the job and getting the work done, um, and then, well, turns out that that's not the situation that happens when they're in your space. So would that plumber, um, would they be responsible to pay for the damages that they made in the property? Yes, they would be. It would be the same thing as if you were, say, having a surgical procedure for a limb, and that one limb uh, needed to be removed. I don't know if I could say certain words. So that one limb that's supposed to be removed, or say if you're having like if a woman is having a mastectomy or something, and then the surgeon removes the other side. Uh, yeah, that's total negligence. So, um, you have to be careful who you work with and be careful who you put into positions to fulfill jobs that you think that they're qualified for, or that they profess to be qualified in that certain area when it turns out that they're not. So that's where liability comes in. So now that I've opened up this discussion here, um, being that someone was under the influence, okay, being that someone was under the influence of a substantial amount of controlled substances, and that person was then responsible to make decisions to affect millions of people's lives. Now, wouldn't that person be liable for the damages that they've done because they were under the influence? Now, would any one of you want to go see a physician who is under the influence? Unless you're in that lifestyle, that this is a someone who is, a excuse me, um, pain management, but yeah, if someone is not didn't do the job right, and what they did affected millions and millions of people, well, they should be liable. And the people that they affected should all be reinstated, because if you're under the influence of all kinds of psychotropics and this and that and the other, you're not making sound, proper decisions. I'll bring it back to seeing a physician. Would you, if you were having some type of surgery, if the surgeon operated on the wrong side of your body part, they would be liable. So this person needs to be held accountable, and the people that he disrupted the lives of millions of people, their jobs should be reinstated. That would be the correct thing to do, because that he's someone who came in with a, never mind like the saw, he came in with he came in and he just did a lot of damage. He did a lot of damage, and the damage that he's done has created a very bad downfall. It's a very bad domino effect. So I do hope that those in elected positions, make this a valid point, because all these decisions were made, and look at all the people that have been affected. I mean, Yeah, it's just it's a sad state. It's a very sad state. I mean, and then you know, well, coming from well, that location where all these decisions were made, we could see that there's a lot of other liabilities going on too, because things are not being done correctly and laws are not being followed. So I do hope that, like I said, I hope that some elected official makes that a point, you know, to say that if somebody was under the influence and they were in charge of, you know, millions of people and their livelihood, because they decided that they didn't want a certain part of a government entity functioning because it didn't suit their overall ideal world society, you know? Yeah. So I hope that happens. I hope that happens. But in other breaking news, I'm just super uber busy here, trying to maintain my house, and it's a lot. It's a hell of a lot, but I'm doing it. Doing as much as I can. And today's adventure, well, I have a large compressor. My husband had a large compressor, and well, something has to be changed on it. But I picked up a smaller one, so I have this little drain here on my property, and every time it rains, we had a lot of rain, it backs up a lot. So um, I have these hoses up in my, well, they're plastic pipes, up in my attic, well, in the shed, but I can't grab them. So when I get around to getting them down, having somebody help me, I'm gonna put the compressor, attach it to the plastic hose, the tubing, and use a hydraulic to try to, if the brain's always working, use a hydraulic to try to open up that damn frickin' drain, because, well, it backs up all the time. Yeah, it's just the things you have to do. Just the things you have to do when you live in a house. And, well, you know, it's not Barbie's dream house. It's more like constant maintenance. Maybe in my next lifetime I'll live in the Barbie dream house. That's okay. As long I'm fine. I have no complaints. I have no complaints whatsoever. I mean, none whatsoever. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and I do hope that there's some I hope what I'm speaking on has been discussed within within the political arena for the people who make the decisions, because yeah, that is such craziness what has gone on. I mean, yes, there's government blow. Yes, there certainly is. There's a lot of stuff that is unnecessary. But when you're taking away jobs from people, and then you know, people that are living paycheck to paycheck, and then you just go in there and you just decide to, well, no, I'm cutting this, I'm cutting that, this doesn't fit my agenda here, and it's just not working out. No, yeah, because you're up there in the clouds, you know, you're flying high with the kites, you know, you know, the physical body is here, but mentally you're up there in the stratosphere, you know. Yeah. Anyway, everybody, enjoy your day, and I'll be back. If you like what I have to say, follow my channel. If you don't, that's okay. Till next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching.